Hello guys, in this video I'm going to talk about how to change your mindset, your feelings, your imagination and beliefs step by step. So most of the time people always try hard to change their life by reacting on what is shown to them on the outside and by fighting the outside world. But that is the wrong way, that most of the time doesn't lead you to the result that you want. And now in order to change it successfully, it works by changing what is going on inside you, inside your mind, inside your heart, and inside your imagination. I will talk about how your life is like a mirror and it is always showing you what you truly think and feel on the inside, even if you don't realize it. If you are always feeling poor, left out, ignored, or not good enough on the inside, life will keep showing you the same story on the outside. But this doesn't mean that you are stuck. It means you have the power to go inside yourself and change the way that you see yourself, the way that you feel about your future, and the way you imagine your life to be. And when you do this from the inside, slowly but surely, your outside world will begin to change too. And also I will use the story of prodigal son, a young man who left home, got lost in a hard and poor life, and then he remembered who he truly was. He decided to return to his true self. And when he did, everything he had lost, the love, the abundance, the honor, was waiting for him to get it. So let's start it. And in the beginning, you need to realize that your inner world creates your outer world. So the first and most important thing is to understand that everything in your outer life, your job, your money, your health, your relationships is connected to how you think and feel inside yourself. And what you think in your mind and what you feel in your heart is like planting seeds in the ground. And sooner or later, those seeds grow into something that you see and live in the real world. So if you are always thinking I don't have enough, then those thoughts and feelings grow into more situations that match them, like more struggle, more lack, and more disappointment. But if you start thinking new thoughts like I'm worthy, then you are planting new seeds, and if you stay with them, those thoughts will grow into better results in your life. Let's say you are always thinking like nothing ever works out for me or I will never have enough money. Even if you work hard, your life will keep giving you the same struggles because your inner world is full of fear and lack. But one day you say, maybe I've been thinking the wrong way, maybe life is just showing me my own beliefs. And exactly on that moment of realizing the truth is the first step toward changing your whole life. And the second step is that you take responsibility for what you have been thinking and feeling. This step may feel hard, but it's very powerful. You must say to yourself something like, even though I don't know it, I have helped create the things in my life that I don't like. Not because I'm bad or I wanted them, but because I didn't understand that my thoughts and feelings were shaping my world. In this moment, you are not blaming yourself, you are just becoming honest and powerful. And you are saying, if I created this without knowing, imagine what great things that I can create on purpose. And this is what it means to be like the prodigal son, to realize that you wandered into a place of waste and lack, but you can now return to your father's house, to the higher place where love, peace, and abundance live. Imagine someone has had many unhealthy relationships and he keeps saying, why do people always treat me badly? Then one day realizes, maybe it's because deep down, I don't think I'm lovable. I keep expecting pain and that's what I keep getting. And she doesn't feel bad, she feels awake. She now sees that her inner beliefs were attracting the same kind of outer experience again and again. And now she's ready to change. And the next step is you need to begin to create a new inner story, a higher state of mind. So you begin to tell yourself a new story, a better one on the inside. This means that you start to change what you say to yourself when you are alone. Instead of saying I am not good enough, you start saying I am enough just as I am. And instead of saying I will never have money, you say I am now becoming someone who handles money well and receives more. At first, these new thoughts might feel fake or strange because they don't match what you are seeing around you, but don't let that stop you. Keep saying them. You are creating new seeds, and if you keep watering them with repetition and feeling, they will grow. Even though nothing outside changes right away, something inside starts to feel different. You will be stepping into a new identity. And now you need to use your imagination and see things as if they are already true. So now that you have started saying better words to yourself, you also begin to see it in your imagination. You don't wait until life gives it to you. You feel it in your mind and body first before it shows up in the real world. This is what is called living in the end. It means that you imagine already being the person who has what you want, and you imagine how it feels to be free, successful, loved, or peaceful, but right now, not one day or in the coming days. So you need to do this every day, not with stress or force, but with a calm and joyful feeling. It's like playing a beautiful movie in your mind, and you are the star. You see yourself as the star of the movie. And the next step is that you keep returning to the new state even when it feels slow. This part is where most people give up. Sometimes you start imagining the new life, and things don't change right away, and doubts come in, old habits come back. And this is normal, but Neville says be like the prodigal son who chooses to return again and again to the higher place every time you fall into fear or worry. Gently bring yourself back to I remember who I am, my world is changing, and I am living from a higher level now. And this return again and again is what makes the change stick. So if right now you feel chaos into your mind, don't try hard to go right away to the feeling of fulfillment. It's not good and it's hard to focus and feel relaxed. You first bring yourself to the state of calmness, the emptiness, that state of I amness, the faceless, formless state, where you leave aside everything that you are thinking right now, your past problems and your future ones. And from there, you start to bring on the new identity, the new feeling, the new self that you want to be. And now, the next step is you need to accept and receive the good that awaits you. Now that you have gone deep inside yourself, now that you have changed the way you feel and think about yourself, now that you are no longer seeing yourself as a weak or poor or small person inside your mind, it's time to do something that might feel a little strange at first, but it is very important. You need to say yes to the good things that are already waiting for you. You need to allow yourself to feel that you really do deserve love, success, comfort, joy, peace, and abundance. You must be willing to receive it. You must open your heart and say, yes, I am no longer that lost small version of myself. I am now standing in the truth of who I really am. And I accept the love, I accept the power, I accept the good life that is mine. But sometimes this is hard to do because you may feel guilty for your past mistakes, or you may feel unworthy of good things and afraid to dream big again. But this lesson is here to gently remind you that life is not punishing you, that life is just showing you the level that you are living from inside. And now that you have changed your level of awareness, now that you are imagining yourself as loved, powerful, successful, and peaceful, life will reflect that back to you. Just like the father in the story that ran toward his son with joy, life will run toward you as soon as you come home to yourself. So your job now is simple. You need to keep feeling yourself as already loved. You need to keep seeing yourself as already successful and acting and thinking like someone who knows their value. And little by little, you will see things start to appear in your real world. Not because you forced them to come, but because you became that person who naturally receives them. So remember this, your life on the outside is always showing you what you believe and feel on the inside. And if you change your inner story, if you begin to see yourself as loved, worthy, and already having what you want, then your outer life will start to match it. And you don't need to fight, you just need to return to your true self, just like the prodigal son. Everything that you want, the peace, the love, the abundance, is already waiting for you. It's just you, everything yours, and you need to claim it. Okay guys, I hope this was helpful and see you in the next video.